My name is Brianna Lovelace. I'm with Wild Beginnings Birth. I have been training with Premier Birth Tools to become a peanut ball trainer. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to use different peanut balls. A peanut ball was originally used in PT, physical therapy, to help people with different injuries that they were working through. The peanut ball, as you can see, compared to the birth ball, is a peanut-shaped ball, and it's been found very helpful to use during labor. It's important to remember when using a peanut ball that one size does not fit all. This is our 40 centimeter ball. This is our smallest ball. It's going to be best for clients who are under 5'3". This is the 50 centimeter ball. It is best for clients who are between 5'3" and 5'7". This is going to be usually the most commonly used ball. This is the 60 centimeter ball. It's for clients who are 5'7" or taller. And this is the 70 centimeter ball. It is only used for sitting, and it is the only ball that you can sit on. You cannot sit on any of the other balls. It's important when using peanut balls to remember that you need to clean and store them properly using sanitizing wipes, using Chuck's pads or a hospital gown, or if you're at home, maybe a towel and a sheet to cover the ball between using them with clients and patients. When you're storing peanut balls, it's important that you store them off of the ground and away from sharp objects, away from heat sources. Every 3 months, you should check the inflation to make sure that they are the proper size. When you get your own peanut balls, you'll need to read the information sheet and see some peanut balls are measured from top to bottom as far as how much they should be inflated. Some are from the mid crease to the top, and some are around. So check whichever peanut ball that you have to see which one needs to be, which way you size your peanut balls, and check them every 3 months to make sure that they're properly inflated. That way you're using them safely with your client. It's important when using the peanut ball to make sure that your clients do not have a broken or injured pelvis, a broken or injured hip, a broken or injured pubis symphysis, or a broken and injured knee. It's also important to make sure that your client does not have an active DVT. All of these conditions would make peanut ball usage unsafe. When you're using a peanut ball, it's important to think of your client's knees and ankle position as well. When the knees are out and the ankles are in, this will open the inlet of the pelvis. Think -4, -3, -2 station. When the ankles are parallel and the knees are parallel, this will open the mid pelvis. Think -1, 0, and +1 station. When the knees are together and the ankles are out, this will open the outlet of the pelvis. Think +2, +3, and +4 position. This is the semi-sitting position. This position is great if your client is using an epidural or just wants to sit down and relax during labor. While I've got the peanut ball under the bend of my knee, I'm making sure that my ankle is not hanging too far off, but is also not straight up. I've got both of my legs out towards the walls, so I'm opening my pelvis at the inlet right now to help when the baby is in the minus station area. And this position is the flying cowgirl. It's great for opening the inlet of the pelvis. As you can see, my hips are forward, my knees and ankles are back. I have my knees out and my ankles in. It would also be helpful if I had a pillow under my head to make sure that you're making sure that your client is comfortable as well. This position is great for kind of getting the baby into the pelvis if they're not in the pelvis yet. This position is the sideline position. I've got the ball under my top leg. I've got my back leg as straight as I can manage comfortably. I can roll forward as much as is possible on the ball. Ideally, you have more space to keep your ball secure. You can have you have a pillow under your client's head. This is a great position for your client to rest while still in labor. It opens the mid pelvis and helps the baby navigate through the mid pelvis. This position is the tuck. I've got my bottom leg bent as far as I can and my top leg bent the same. And I'm holding the ball around me. I've got my knees and my ankles parallel, so I'm opening my mid pelvis. This is also a great position for pushing too. I can push and rest in between, and when it's time for baby to be born, my doula or somebody else can move the peanut ball out of the way. This position is called the fire hydrant. I have one leg on the ball parallel to the ground with my other leg on the ground. This position helps open the mid pelvis. As you can see, the sacrum has room to move and baby can move through the mid-pelvis. If my arms get tired, I can use an additional peanut ball in front of me to rest in between contractions. I can also rotate my hips back and forth to encourage movement through the pelvis. This position is the forward leaning position. It is similar to hands and knees, but the client is able to use the ball to relax the weight of the top half of their body. With this position, you can position the knees out and the ankles in for opening the inlet. You can position the knees and ankles parallel for opening the mid-pelvis. And you can position the knees in and the ankles out for opening the outlet. All of these positions allow the client to rest in between contractions. You can use a 70 centimeter ball to position your client sitting. Depending on where the baby is in the pelvis, you can move their knees and ankles accordingly. If baby needs to enter the inlet, then you can position the knees out and the ankles in. If baby is in the mid-pelvis, then you can put the knees and the ankles parallel. If baby needs to go through the outlet, you can put the knees in and the ankles out. All these positions and more can be found in the Peanut Ball book by Premier Birth Tools. They also have these handy charts that can help you with positioning your client depending on where their baby at and depending on what location they are giving birth in. Check out premierbirthtools.com for more information.